So the neck, let's cut the neck. This neck, will measure it from here all the way to the end. And see, we're having 9.5. Alright? We're having 9.5. So I'm going to notch this back here. The neck is 9.5. Alright? So I am going to remove 2.5 inches from this neck. So 9.5 minus 2.5, that becomes 7. I'm going to remove 2.5 inches because of the that is how you design the cam collar, right? So after getting my full neck size, which is 9.5, so we're going to use this pattern here to get our neck. All right, so we said our neck is, we said our neck is 9.5. okay, 9.5 plus 9.5, that is equals to 19. All right, so the neck is 19. So we are going to go ahead and minus 2.5 inches from that 19. So if we minus 2.5 inches from this 19, we'll be having 16.5. All right, so let's divide 16.5 by 2. Okay, so this is it right here. Guys, hope we understand. We measured our neck on the shirt and we got our neck to be what? To be 9.5. And remember, we folded the shirt into 2. So if you multiply your 9.5 by 2, you have 19. Okay, so when you come to drafting pattern for the cam collar, you will not use the whole 19. You will minus 2.5 inches from it. You minus 2.5 inches from this 19, you have what? You have 16.5. So 16.5 by 2, that is 8.25. That's why we're using 8.25 here. Alright, 8.25 there. So we'll still mark this 8.25 up here. So watch carefully how I'm going to draft this pattern. Okay, so this is our 8.25. Okay, now let me just mark out this allowance down here. Okay, so that we'll start measuring from here up. Okay, so next I'm going to do is to add ½ inch seam allowance by the side, ½ inch seam allowance by the side, ½ inch seam allowance by the side. Are we understanding, guys? ½ inch seam allowance by the side. Okay, the next thing is measure the height of this collar. The height of this collar is going to be just 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. This is 2.5 inches. From this side, also mark 2.5 inches and join this, the straight line. So at this side where the collar is open, this pattern is open here, not this side though, not this side. You come here and remove 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, okay, and we'll curve it in this way. Just watch. We'll curve it in this way. You see this? Curve it in this way. The next thing I'm going to do is to also add what? ½ inch allowance down here. ½ inch seam allowance. ½ inch seam allowance. So we'll still add the allowance. Sorry, ½ inch seam allowance. So you see, but now I'm going to cut it out. Watch carefully how I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut out on this line here. Alright, when I come down, I'll cut on this line here where I marked to my what? Seam allowance. Come this way, also cut out here. Alright, guys, so this is the neck. This is the neck, alright? So we are simply going to cut out the neck here. Alright, I want the neck to be pure black. Yeah, the neck to be pure black. So I'm going to cut it out here. Then we'll use this. Okay, so you can see how I'm placing this. Placing this way. Alright. You see this? I'm going to cut out carefully. Then I'll go ahead to apply my soup gum to it. Open it this way and apply gum to it. Alright, so the next thing for me to do is to fold it this way, run a stitch at the edge here, another stitch at the edge here to close the both edges. Then I'll go ahead to weave the down part. I'll weave this part here. Don't worry, I'll show you. Alright, so this neck, this collar here, I'm going to stitch here, half inch here, also stitch here, half inch here. Alright, I'm going to stitch half inch here and also stitch half inch here. Alright, then we'll turn it over. So after stitching these guys, I will simply turn this way, also here, turn it this way. Okay, just run a stitch to close this. I'll just run a stitch here. Alright guys, so we're going to go over to the weave machine and we'll weave this place. Okay, and we'll iron needs to be flat, that's all. Alright, so this place I've made the mark at the center, goes with this notch here, alright? So they're marked together. Run a stitch. Just watch carefully what I'm doing. Now at the end of the stitch here, this is where you need to pay close attention. At the end of the stitch here, you see we're having about 1 point. Look at the end of the stitch here to this place that there's a notch here. Okay, let me keep it this way. If you measure from here, from the end here to this place, we're having 1.3. This is 1.25. This is 1.3. Okay, so we'll come to this other side as well, measure 1.3 and start stitching the collar this side. Measure 1.3. So this is 1.3 here. So we'll start stitching the collar here. So I'll open it this way. We'll start stitching the collar here. Alright. Stitch here back to the center. Make sure everything is flat. You see this? So the next thing is for us to now pay close attention here. Can we see this notch here? This notch here, alright? I'm going to fold it this way, right? And then stitch. Can you see? So just don't be lost. So look at the under here, right? And just stitch this way. Stop there, and I'll do the same thing to the other side of the collar. I'll do the same thing to this side, okay? So guys, you can see both sides. I've stitched both sides. Look at this side, come to this side, still look at it. So the next thing for me to turn this out, okay? Turn it out like this. See this? Still turn it out this way. Right? See this? So if I bring two of them now, you see that the same in length. Can you see this, guys? Same. So you can see our neck is almost done. Alright, it's almost done. The next thing for us to do is to run a stop stitch. I'm going to start the stop stitch here like this, and I'll come and stop stitch here. It won't reach this side. Alright, and when running this stitch, be careful, don't let anything squeeze under. Alright, everything should be straightened out properly. Then we'll run the stitch. Okay, so I'm running it, when I'm doing it, I want to be sure that everything is flat. That's why I'm doing this like this. Alright, so the next thing is for us to go over to the table, keep this, iron it properly, and see how our neck is looking. So this is how you work on the neck. The neck here, I'm going to mark 4.5 inches here from the beginning here, 4.5 inches down. So I'm going to fold it at this 4.5 inches mark, and I will do the same thing on both sides. Okay, that 4.5 inches mark is where I am going to fold it. So I'll use these pieces to press it. So the same thing applies to this second side here. Sorry, it shook a bit. This second side here, I'm still going to fold it on a 4.5 inches allowance. 4.5 inches allowance. This is 4.5 here. So I'm going to fold the V at that 4.5 inches allowance there. So you can see the neck forming automatically by itself. I don't have to force it, but the neck is forming by itself. this, guys. So we have this neck automatically forming by itself without we necessarily forcing it. So you can see how easy it is to make this cam collar. If you want to press it to lie down flat up here, it's a choice. Depends on how you want it. You see this? So we are done with this cam collar and our shirt as well. We are done with it. If you open inside here, you can drop a little gum here, okay, so that this will hem together and be flat. Okay. Alright guys, so thank you so much. We are done with this shirt. Thank you guys. Everything is well pressed. You can see. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. Thanks guys. Thank you.